Good evening, adult karate students. This is intended for KCMMA adult students. Today is 5:13. Our main focus is basics in kata. Basics in kata. And we're going to talk a lot about why we do certain things, what they do, how to improve on it. Something as simple as punching, how do the dynamics work? And a lot of times people say, well, that's stupid because it doesn't make any sense. But actually, it really does when you think about it, okay? So understanding the dynamics of how these all work hand in hand. This class right now from 7:30 to roughly 8 is our adult karate class. And then at 8 o'clock, we have the kickboxing MMA. 8:30 is our grappling class. So don't forget, depending what you want to watch and what you want to join in, make sure you hop into those. Warm-up on this is relatively simple in our class for the adult karate. Not normally, but it's warming up for this time frame. We do a short, light warm-up just to get the muscles warmed up, and then we go into some stretching, and then we focus on whatever that point for that week is. And this week is basics and kata. Basics and kata. So make sure that you don't forget that they're there for a reason. We're going to talk about how to properly punch, how to properly do, why we do these things. It's just not, we do it because we feel like it. There's a reason for everything we do in martial arts. And if there isn't a reason, I will tell you. I'll say there's no reason for that. It's just traditional. They do it for respect. They do it for this reason. Every move has a reason. And not necessarily always the best reason. For instance, let's use an example before I start right now. There is a move in kata called in Yanaka, it's a green belt kata, where this motion, they come through and they break off. What they do is someone's choking you like this. The hands come up inside and press down. That is a traditional self-defense escape, okay? You gotta remember now, that was what they had at that time. More modern times, they can come up with better ideas. Someone's choking you this way, you do a pluck, drop back, knee, elbow. Why? It becomes more natural, instinctively, okay? But every kata has a reason. Katas have reasons for why. Self-defense, blocking, punching, kicking, throws, they're all in there, okay? They're all in these katas. They're just hidden to look like, I don't know, people say a dance. They were disguised to look like they were just doing exercises, but with no intent to hurt anyone because they weren't allowed at certain times in history because they weren't allowed to have a military or they weren't allowed to fight back or practice things that could cause their problems and cause a mutiny and so forth. So that's important to understand. It was all done for a reason. So I'm going to cover some of that stuff. It's going to be a little slower pace tonight. So when you get detailed like this and describe why you do. Second, I would like to say thank you for all you adults that have been training with me for a long time, that still continue to train through this. I'm glad that you guys and girls are keeping up on it. Even if you're not doing it live, that you're watching it later and getting something out of this, which is awesome. During this crazy time, it's important to try to stay healthy. Part of health is just not eating good, which is very important, but it's physical fitness, trying to relieve some stress, moving around, mobility, the flexibility of it. This all comes in the hand. If you're having a bummed out day, go back and watch one of the Tai Chi videos. Do it slow, do the movements, do the stretches, do the foam rolling. You can go any direction you want from our program, okay? And again, this program that I'm doing is designed to teach the Karate Connection MMA and Team Highest on students. That's what this is for, to help you guys and girls to keep going and not forget what you've learned until we get back here, which hopefully will be very shortly. But again, this is what it's designed for. If somebody comes in, oh, it doesn't make sense what you're doing. Well, you're not here all the time. You don't understand what we're doing. You're not a member, okay? So when I see comments like that, I try to ignore them, but people say stupid things all the time in the world. But I'm glad you people are watching, and I want to say thank you personally. A great way of saying it in Japan is domo arigatou gozaimasu. That is a very respectful way of saying thank you. It's like one of their top levels of saying thank you. It's like saying thank you so much. I really appreciate everything. And that's the best way to describe what I said, but it doesn't say it that way, but it means that. Okay, so it's kind of neat, the language and stuff. So that's part of what we do here. We teach a language too. Don't forget, part of your training here has like 10 different systems, and I used to say 9, but we've added Tai Chi to our school, so I sneak in Tai Chi in class a little bit. You may not see it as Tai Chi because it looks fast, but if you ask anybody to show them a self-defense move in Tai Chi, they rarely do it slow. They do it fast speed because they have to. That's what life's about, that speed difference, okay? So let's start out with a few jumping jacks to get you warmed up here. Let's start out with 20 jumping jacks. Ready, go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, sish, hash, ku, ju, juich, juni, san, si, go. Ruk, sish, hash, ku, ni, ju. All right. Something weird. Okay. All right, no problem. It was the lighting got weird on me. All of a sudden, I'm like, what happened to that lighting there? Sometimes the lights go in and out. Camera tries to adjust its own lighting, so bear with me. I was like, what's it doing? Because it did a little, and hopefully you didn't see it on your end, but I saw it on my end. All right, next one. Horse stance. Squats fast like this. Looks like you're, I don't know, you ever see anybody ride a horse? Dun, 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 dun. Have some fun. Make fun of me. We're doing some squats and warming up those big muscles. There you go, good. Good. All right, little jump rope. And again, we're just trying to heat the body up a little bit. Okay, now, you guys ever do motor track, cross-country skiing? Yeah. That's it, good job. All right, good enough. Throw your arms out. Just enough to warm you up a little. Today, huh? Hopefully you got there and flipped at the sunshine and maybe even got out there and moved around a little bit. Have a little more trivial words here. Iyo tenki ne. That means good day, beautiful day. Okay, that's kind of what it means in Japanese. Nice weather. Boys are looking at it. Hand over your head. Throwing some Japanese words in there for you that not necessarily in the manual. And other side. Good, roll out your neck. Other way. Good, have a seat, one leg out, one leg in. Stretch down. Now, this stretch, we always do a lot, so just reach down, touch toes. Here's version 1, version 2, depending on where your flexibility is, and number 3. So you pick which one you think you'd like to work. I'm an old school kind of, I used to do it the other way. I prefer this way, me, but again, you know your body and your flexibility. So I want you to, work what you want there. And switch. And again, 3 versions. You pick which one you want, in, out, over. Okay, your choice on that. Stretching down, good. Great, let's throw a little abs in there. Ready? Let's do 30 leg pushes. Remember, they go out and back, just when you thought we were just gonna keep stretching. Gotta get a little abs in there. Come on, ready, go. Ich, ni, san, shi, go. Ruk, sish, hash, ku, ju, juich, juni, jusan, jusi, jugo, jaruk, sish, jahash, juku, niju, nijuich, nijuni, nijusan, nijusi, nijugo, jaruk, nisish, nijuhash, nijuku, sanju. All right. Let's go to butterfly now. One moment, we're stretching, next minute we're exercising again. It's okay, it's all fun. So our main focus today is basics, understanding why we do certain things, how do we do it, the efficiency of it, which is kind of deep, and then we're going to do a little basic kata motion. And remember, if I'm working on a particular kata that you already know how to do, that's okay. Work it with me, or work your highest forms yourself. If you get stuck and can't find, or you feel like, oh man, I wish you would have did that kata tonight, go to YouTube page. Go to our YouTube page, all right? Go on there, subscribe to it, click on adults, scroll down to adult karate, legs out straight, figure out what one you want to work on. Say I want to work on Godon, or hey, I want to work on my size or longbow, okay? Nice, shake it out. Like I said, this is just enough to warm you up, stretch a little bit so we don't pull anything. Okay, so we're going to talk about one of the most boring things in the world is how to do a punch. Now, there's different punches. We're going to talk about a traditional karate punch, okay? Why we do it, how we do it, and demonstrate it slowly so you understand it, okay? And someone says, well, punching stupid, you know, why are we doing this? Well, go punch a wall wrong and you'll find out exactly what I mean. Throw a punch at an attacker and watch what happens if you don't do it correctly with good force and accuracy, power, confidence, speed, all that stuff that we're practicing every time we throw that punch, okay? I'm gonna do it slower for a purpose, all right? I'm also gonna do it in a horse stance. Why am I doing a horse stance? It works your leg muscles. Plus it gives me a point to do something. Now, when you punch, first thing I do is make sure you understand, I know some of you know this 100 times, but I still catch people to this day. When they make a punch, they have the thumb like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, guys and girls. The thumb needs to be over top like this, with those fingers pinning it down, okay? They'll have their hand off this side. That's gonna break that thumb. It also changes the knuckle position. Okay, so it's important to understand that proper fist. Quick description again, close your fingers, thumbs crossed. There you go, that's your punch, okay? Striking point, fist right here. That's the Seiken, those two knuckles. Don't punch with these little guys over here, they break. These big ones break as it is, these ones break extremely easy, okay? So that's the motion. Now, I'm gonna back it up a little now. That was how to start from zero, how to make a fist. Now we're to how to do the punch. Now, even in boxing, this where people don't realize the boxing doesn't throw up. If you watch people hold their gloves are sideways like this, right? You'll see it. When they go to punch, that glove turns. Their hand is turning. They are twisting that punch to make a snap. It's coming out like this and twisting. Now, people realize boxers have incredible strength in punches. There's a reason they're not just doing this. You'll see that glove twist. What that does is cause a snapping effect, which creates more speed, more power, and when that hand twists, you get yourself, I mean, I'm exaggerating so you see it. When I'm hitting my hand, and as I'm twisting that right there, it feels like it's twisting the skin. It's causing an internal tear, okay? It's twisting it, okay? It is, I'm exaggerating it and trying to really give you an idea what it's doing. It's twisting. So when that punch comes out, even from here, it's out, 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 and it twists. The reason it comes from here in karate, why? Self-defense. Look what I'm doing. My elbow is behind me. So every time I pull that back, if somebody came from behind me, they would meet my elbow in their solar plex area, right in that solar plex area. That's where that elbow's coming up, right in that solar plex. See my solar plexus? See that right there? Imagine that spot, and look where my elbow is, right in that spot. That's why we pull the hand back to the side. That's the first reason, okay? Now, it also helps us generate more power through distance and speed, okay? Physics. Use physics. I know Dr. Rogers, you're huge on physics. So, do you want to get hit by a car traveling 30 feet at 2 miles an hour, or do you want to get hit at a car going 4 miles an hour at 50 feet? You know, they're going to create more speed and force, okay? It runs more efficient, it's more effective, okay? And then it's going to hit harder, going faster that way too, through that longer distance, okay? And probably, if you want to talk to me later about it, yell at me if I said anything wrong with physics, give me a holler, okay? But hopefully, you know, he understands the physics aspect of it and everything. So we have all kinds of people in our studio. So, the hand comes out and it twists the last 3 to 6 inches, which generates that power, okay? Best way to describe this is take your hands like this and punch straight at a back. Just punch straight with no twist, no body motion, just the arm. You're gonna feel how weak that is. Then all of a sudden you twist it, and all of a sudden it's getting stronger. Then you rotate your body. Boom, you put your hip into it. Boom. Then you take a step with it. Boom, you keep adding more and more dynamics to it to make it what? Stronger, faster, more effective. The idea is, when you throw techniques, is that you use your whole body into that technique. It's not like what we call the one hammer. It's the hammer with everything behind it. Now what's behind it is you, your body generating all that speed and all that power. Okay? So think about those things when you're doing the basic block, or excuse me, the basic punch. It comes from basic design of the body, how it's more effective, how it gains more speed, more power. And it also teaches us repetition of multiple times, thousands, up to 1 million, depending on how many times you've punched in class. How long you've been here? How many times have you punched? Somebody says, how many times have I punched? I gotta say about 1 million. I'm not exaggerating. If you counted when I started when I was little, you know, I mean, here at the Karate Connection, it's our 30th anniversary, and I was training before that, okay? I don't know how many times I've punched. I can't even imagine. It's gotta be right in the millions, okay? So when that's hitting, it's like I'm doing it every time, over and over and over and over. And someone says, well, you weren't doing it hard every time. Well, sometimes doing it slow with control helps take us back to how to do it properly. What will happen in the dynamic of the punch? I'm gonna do it wrong on purpose, okay? Give me a second, I gotta think how to do this wrong. Okay, I don't know if you saw that, but people will actually take their punch and flip it, okay? Which is what? Wrong, okay? For our system, wrong. Somebody else's system, I don't even know, okay? But I've seen people try to race the punch and to get that snap, they take their hit like that, okay? That's not the snap. The snap is when you come out and twist, okay? So that's important to understand. That's that snap. But I see people take that and they flip their wrist, okay? A system that's how you guys teach, great, but that's not how we teach, okay? And I'm not trying to say it might not work. It might work for your system. I don't know, okay? I don't know your system if you're from another studio or school or something watching this, okay? And I'm not trying to make fun of you or anything either. This is not how we teach it. This is designed, this video, for our student, okay? So, just want to shoot that out there. So, make sure when you punch, even going slow and getting that twist, okay? I'm trying to give you a side angle there, going out and twist. Out and twist. And then after you get, it's just sometimes good to do slow over and over so that you remember the twist. So when you start doing it fast, you know, you have that twist built in. You're not doing these weird little flips. I've seen people train for 20 years, 30 years, and they go and do something, and I'm like, wow, did you know you just did that? Did what? You flipped your wrist when you punch. Do you punch that way? No, I don't punch that way. I go, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, is that how you punch? No, I don't punch that way. Then why are you doing that? And then, so you videotape them and then show them in slow motion, and they're like, wow, I did that. It's just they don't realize they do it. Our bodies sometimes work on shortcuts to try to be efficient sometimes. And that's not good because they want to be efficient, but they also, the shortcuts make things bad habits, okay? So, I just want to talk about the dynamic of punching. Now, also when you're punching, you should think of an area or a focus point. So, a good way to describe it is people say, oh, those karate people break boards. That's stupid. Yes, in your mind it is, yes. Okay? The reason we break boards is to teach us what? Accuracy. You hit that board wrong, it doesn't break. And I'm not talking soft boards either. I'm talking boards that you take some serious power to break. It also teaches you the proper parts of your hands, foot, elbow, so forth to strike with. It also takes focus. You got to keep your eye on the target. You also have to have a certain amount of power and speed generated together. It also teaches us sometimes to take our body shifting to add that extra power to strike that. And then it also lets us see, wow, how hard can we really hit? What's this equal to? So that helps us. So a lot of times when people are sparring or doing self-defense, I always say, where are you aiming? Oh, I'm just trying to hit the person. Well, that's great, but if you hit somebody here or in the forehead, you'll probably break your hand. That's hard parts of your head. Why are you aiming there? Oh, I was just throwing my hand out there to hit them. Or throwing my kick out there. Well, that's bad, because if you do that, You're not focusing, you're not generating where you want to hit. And that's why you're not effective. So think about this from basic points. I'm trying to use it now for sparring, that you take your basics and say, okay, when I spar, when I'm sparring with you or fighting with you, I'm looking where I want to hit on your body. One, where your hand is. That's the main thing. If your hands are here, it's going to be hard for me to hit straight forward, correct? Yes. So where would I aim? Side. Does that make sense? You know, just, you got to think about these things when you're throwing it. Where are their hands? Where do I aim? That's where I want to hit. I just don't throw it out there and hope I hit you. And that's what the breaking teaches us, the basics of breaking, the dynamics, how to focus on a point with accuracy, speed, power, all this stuff to make you better at it. And that's what makes it stronger. You just don't throw it out there. A lot of times when I have a child or an adult that's having, say, a problem on a kick, all right, and they do a kick and it just they can't get the dynamics of it. They're throwing a roundhouse kick and it's just terrible. I mean, I'm not trying to pick on anybody from class. Don't think I am, okay? I'll take you sometimes and make you hit heavy bags or shields. Why? Because I'll put an object, I'll put a piece of tape on there and say, hit this spot. And then all of a sudden your kick gets way better. Why? Because now you're focusing exactly what I'm saying. You're finding a spot you want to hit with energy, force, accuracy. Then it makes more sense to you. Because sometimes you say, hey, just kick in the air. People are like, what am I aiming at? You have to visualize every time you strike, punch, kick, you're hitting some area of the body that's for self-defense reasons. Okay? So I could go on for hours on this whole theory and how it relates to everything we do in martial arts, but I wanted to cover a couple other areas because we didn't do much today other than me talk and warm you guys up and teach you how to punch properly. But let's go into a little kata here. Let's jump into, we're going to jump into our first kata for adults here. And the reason I like to teach this one, I've been kind of focusing all day on the first kata, just because it has such practical applications. It's awesome for self-defense. It teaches you how to diffuse a situation through verbal communication. It teaches you where to put your hands in a self-defense situation. It teaches you how to block first, and then how to counter-strike, elbow, knees, kicks, break falls, how to get up off the ground safely and effectively, efficiently, and then how to counter-strike, okay? Now, you wouldn't want to say, okay, I'm going to, you know, a kata is an imaginary fight, okay? Done perfectly with sequences, okay? So don't think of it, say, oh, I got to do all these blocks, then punch. No, I'm going to go to a point and stop, okay? So I step back and I say, stop. I don't want to fight. I don't know what I did to you. Now, everybody around me heard me say what? I don't want to fight. I don't know what I did to you. So everybody that was in that area heard me say that. So I'm trying to diffuse the conflict through verbal communication by being passive, having my hands up, and the reason I step back is you just probably shoved me. Or if you're coming at me, maybe it's a good idea to step back. Create a space that's safer for you, okay? Next thing too also, you know, with a kata aspect, you notice my hands aren't in my pockets. Why? Because it doesn't do you any good. If your hands are in your pockets, you should be pulling something out to utilize it. Change, to throw in their face, okay? You hit them with a lip balm, okay? You get the idea. I'm getting goofy now, okay? Sorry. I've been teaching too many classes. I start getting goofy. So step back and stop. I'm too angry to talk about this. I need to take a time out. I could say that. I could say, stop. I don't want to fight. I don't know what I did to you. All right, next thing, I'm getting pumped up. My ki, open my hands up. First move, blocking down, 1. Now also too, on these blocks, I always look at a block as being a strike. So I'm hitting this person, bam, right in the groin, okay? Bam, in the groin, okay? But it's a block, but you could make it a strike. These are parries. These could be striking to the side of the head, all right? It makes it stronger. This could be an elbow strike, or what it technically is a block from your head, from a big hook punch. You're blocking your head. Next move, up. These are blocking the center of your body, roundhouse kicks, hook shots to the body. They don't necessarily have to be straight forward. They can come off to the side, depending on the angles you're using them. And that's so simple to think about it, but it's something I want you to practice. Really break this down, think about it, how effective that you should be keep doing this first kata in our system. Do it over and over and over. I just want to touch base on that a little bit. Time is flying. I'll see you guys next week. I appreciate everybody, as I said, still training. If you didn't get to watch it live, watch it later. Everybody who's in KCMMA, thank you again. And hopefully we'll see you back in here in a couple weeks. All right, Chief, right. Jai Mata.